Hello Virgo, and welcome. This is your next 48 for August 20th to the 22nd. I'm getting kind of a bittersweet feeling for you. Almost somber. Definitely some sadness in there, but sadness that kind of brings a soothing, if you will. Anyways, I'm not sure exactly where that resonates for those of you, but let me know in the comments below if it means something. Otherwise, let's see what is in the stars for Virgos. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and or North Node for the next 48 hours. Oh, goodness. The Eight of Cups in reverse almost wanted to pop out there. And this one, dun, dun, dun. The Moon in reverse. You might have some tricksters in your life being revealed, or you may be revealed as a trickster. You may also have a significant Cancer and or Capricorn in your life. For some of you, that person helps you see through the illusions. We have an interesting aspect from Uranus to Pluto that is revealing some illusions, bringing some disillusionment. So you could have a Capricorn or a Cancer in your life who is helping to reveal those things. Or you could have someone with Capricorn or Cancer placements who is the trickster. Let's see what else is going on in the deck here for you, Virgo. In your shadow card position, something to work on, and in your subconscious is the Four of Cups. What are you feeling dissatisfied with, Virgo? Or what cup are you afraid to accept? Is somebody offering you a cup of emotions, or creepy spiritual advice, or just a chance to share in a new experience that you are hesitant with, or bored with, or dissatisfied with? What are you withdrawing for? On top, the hot topic, Wheel of Fortune. Spirit shaking things up for you. Making some forward momentum. I'm really being called to the Sphinx in this, who has a sword. And I never realized that they had a sword before. And half of that sword is the same color as the Sphinx, which is blue and the color of the sky. And it's covering up one of their breasts. Some sort of truths. This is a shakeup that has to do with some sort of truths. And hang on a second. Alright, sorry about that. You know, I'm also getting called to this kind of devil-like creature. They kind of seem like they're just kind of gliding along underneath there. So there's, with the Sphinx aspect, I'm getting the sense that there's some sort of riddle for you to solve, Virgo. It has something to do with feminine aspects and higher knowledge, and some sneaky devil who's been kind of a, what do you call it, in a pirate ship, a stowaway. You have somebody who's riding on your coattails, and they could be feminine, or pretending to be feminine. Either way, they're attempting to ride this Wheel of Fortune turn up to the top. But I have a sense that they actually are going to be prevented from doing so by that Sphinx. Because that Sphinx can sit up there, even when the wheel turns, and stay there. That Sphinx is part of the sky. And ironically, the sky is related to Uranus. And I mean, there is Taurus energy in here also. There's some other energies too, Leo. And I mean, that would definitely be Capricorn energy too. There's some sort of a mystery afoot, Virgo. I'm not going to spend all day looking at it because this is just the next 48 thing. If you'd like a personal reading for that, we can look into it. Let's see what's at the heart of the matter. Interesting. This card wanted to pop out when I was, like, I went to shuffle to clear the deck of the last sign's energy, and this card popped out immediately, and I thought, you know what, when I get to those points, it's like, if this card is meant to appear again, it will, and it has, and it's in the heart of the matter. Either a commitment that you have made that is not progressing you to that Nine of Pentacles stage, or you're realizing that you've invested a lot of time and effort into attempting to have a strong commitment, and it is not panning out the way that you would like it to. Some of this is also that Uranus retrograde energy, causing us to come back and look at what has created changes in our life, and have they been positive changes? Are they dissatisfying changes? Let's see what's going on underneath here. Judgment reversed. Chariot reversed. And again, this guy keeps showing up in a lot of readings lately. Four of Pentacles. Putting up some sort of image of stability, or attempting to have sort of image of stability. We've got more fours going on too. And you know, no matter how many times I shuffle this deck, this Ten of Cups keeps coming out reversed. So it's definitely emotional shakeups. And because Uranus is in Taurus, it does make sense. We also, because of that aspect to Pluto, it could be, in fact, the disillusionment of situations that were supposed to be emotionally fulfilling and were not. And so now, Virgo, you are seeing that, and you are withdrawing. Spirit is offering you the big exit sign in the sky so you can level up. Like, this way to personal freedom. I have one of your cards, Virgo, too, the Magician, but he's in reverse. Are you tricking yourself? Are you trying to trick somebody else? Or are you being tricked? The Moon card does not make it clear which is which, but somehow some trickery is at foot. And whatever this trickery is, it's exhausting to keep it up. That Four of Pentacles more and more is like it's not so much that there is stability there, it's the image of stability, and it's often a person who is like very serious and trying to hold on to every last bit of money and resources they have, because they realize how little they actually have, and they want to present the image of being, you know, I have everything that I need, I have money, I'm stable, I have all this stuff, but they really don't. It's an image. And if you, in fact, Virgo, if you see somebody in particular putting on the image, like on Facebook or Twitter or something like that, of having all that in a bag of chips, they're probably full of crap. Wow, okay, so we've got the Eight of Wands in reverse, followed by the 10 of Wands. That's also two eights in there, and neither of them are in good positions. They're both reversed. Some sort of, you got some sort of exhausting commitment going on. And a lot of it could even just be in your thoughts. It could be that your thoughts are exhausting you and preventing a commitment from happening. And you're recognizing that you're carrying all the load, or somebody you know is carrying all the load. It's an uneven give and take situation either way, and it's preventing the next chapter from coming. And either you or someone you know is being kind of a brat about it. They may be being that way to try to prevent further nasty words from coming about, or to keep from jumping into a new worse situation, or they may be acting that way. It's funny because this is one of your cards also, Virgo. They may be acting that way because they wish to be single, but they are stuck in some sort of a codependent situation because they tried to go and explore their options and found that it was not all it was chalked up to be. Or you, yourself, Virgo, fell for the grass is greener on the other side thing and found that the grass was not greener. And so either you or someone you know who is thinking about you is thinking about returning to you, returning to see if the cups that were built there, although they were not to the 10, they were not to the royalty cards, they still were stable. And what they have right now, or what you have right now, is not very stable. But they're not saying anything, and probably for the next 48 hours, you or they may not be speaking, or it may be that you've been in this stage and are coming to it. Either way, you both want stability. Oh, sorry about that. And you might have some people calling on you at really annoying and inappropriate times, especially at work. Which, dear Virgo, I know how much you hate that. In any case, as I was saying, you both want stability. You both want to level up. And this might be a divine masculine also who would like to be an emperor, but recognizes they are not there yet. But in recognizing that and owning that truth, you or they have at least gotten close enough to be King of Pentacles stage. There might also be a little bit of conflict coming in the next 48 hours, especially if somebody rushes in to speak to you, or you rush in to speak to somebody about some kind of a situation with some feminine figure who's not happy, and maybe using secrets to keep somebody, or to out somebody, or to keep somebody trapped in a codependent situation. Either way, I don't know if it'll happen in the next 48 hours, Virgo, but behind those cards are some good cards, including the Justice card. So justice is coming for you. I think that that is probably part of the whole situation, even. It might be that Spirit is creating this situation of conflict, or helping you to create a situation of conflict, so you can be stable, maybe even be on your own, but it's keeping you stuck there. You're not going to be able to go anywhere or do much of anything, and you're going to have to think about it. You're going to have to do that shadow work, especially if you want to manifest a situation that you had before, because you can't go back to something without having shown growth, and you wouldn't want to anyways. You want to be able to, you don't want to go back the same way that you left. You want to start over and make it good. And whatever situation you may have jumped into now, or that they may have jumped into now, that was greedy and all about materialism and how many options and backup plans do I have, like that, you need to heal that stuff and let that go. Let go of any codependent situations. Get your, work on your emotional discipline. And while it's fun to sometimes be a brat, it's not always the best way to be. It does create delays. Sometimes it's just better to grow up and take on the consequences of what you brought on yourself sometimes. And sometimes it's from past traumas. So heal that stuff, because as long as you allow your fear to control you, you can be controlled. And you may have like a Gemini figure in your life who is controlling you. And as long as you are easily able to get into that low vibration, they can keep you in this unhappy family situation for pretty much as long as they like, especially if you have ego problems that don't allow you to put your pride down. And stop pretending that you have it all when you don't. When, in fact, you're going backwards, you have negative momentum, you're you're not maturing, and you're getting all sorts of judgment from people around you who are now seeing the situation for what it is, and you can't even deny in your own heart you're not happy. Time to reveal to yourself what's going on. Stop repressing your feelings. Let them flow, the good and the bad, and be yourself. The people that matter will stick around, will love you, no matter what. The people that were never going to do that, they will be repelled from you. But first you got to stop deluding yourself about the reality of things. And that includes deluding yourself about what other people think reality should be. If your heart feels what your heart actually wants, even if it leads you into like a karmic relationship, what it wanted was the healing out of that. It didn't necessarily want the person. And if you want to go back to somebody that you feel like is good for your heart and feel good around, and other people don't think that that's an appropriate thing to do, Listen to your heart over those people. Sometimes sometimes the reality is that the people you surround yourself with are toxic themselves. Either way, start looking around, Virgo. It's time to take off the rose-colored glasses and see reality and focus on what you want more than what you're afraid of, so that you cannot be so controlled by it. Anyways, Virgo, this was a nice long 48-hour reading. If you have any questions, comment section, and my email's in the description box below. And thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes.